Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Knit Cafe. My name is Julie and I'm coming to you from Loveland, Colorado. Happy July 4th weekend to all of you in the US. I hope you're enjoying the holiday weekend. Happy Canada Day to you guys in Canada and to everyone watching wherever you're watching from. I hope you're really enjoying a great weekend and enjoying your knitting and crafting and all the good things that you might be up to. As you can see today, this is a little bit different format for me. I'm just sitting in my my rocking chair here in my craft room, and it's going to be a little bit casual, a little less formal today, my episode format for you. In the spirit of being on holiday and just being able to relax, I thought instead of not posting something or just not doing anything at all, I would just go ahead and get on camera and film something for you guys that hopefully won't take me too long so that I can still get back to my holiday and enjoying the rest of what's left of it this weekend. But I did want to say hi, and I did want to announce a couple of fun things and just show you what I'm up to. So yeah, go ahead and grab your favorite beverage of choice, your knitting projects or whatever you're working on, and sit back with me for a minute. For all of you who are returning viewers, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of your kind comments, all of the chat and the interaction that we have going on in the comments and on Instagram and Ravelry. If you are new to the podcast, you can find me on Instagram as Julie Knits and also on Ravelry as Julie Knits, JEWELYKNITS. And our Ravelry group, the Knit Cafe, you can also look up and find on Ravelry.com. So I do have some big announcements. I'm sure you guys are all waiting with bated breath. Who won our May-June FO KAL? So if you're not familiar with our group yet on Ravelry, we had an FO, May-June FO knit along, and in which you could just post anything that you had completed, any project, whether it be knitting, crochet, socks, sweaters, shawls, anything. It was just kind of an introductory get to know you knit along that we ran for 2 months, in which everybody could make one post and post as many pictures of things that they had completed, FOs being finished objects, in the month of May and June. And you guys are some busy knitters. I mean, I was blown away at some of the great things you guys had accomplished. I was like, wow, she made 5-6 things all in just a couple of months. It was just crazy. Some of you guys just are so fabulous. You blow me away. So before I announce the winner for our FO for that, yes, I'm going to make you wait just a minute longer. I'm going to show some pictures now of all the great things that you guys submitted. Well, most of the things. I couldn't fit all of them in there, but I'm going to highlight some of the great things that you guys submitted. Okay, wasn't that fabulous? It's so fun to get to know you guys. You guys are just absolutely amazing and fabulous. So I'm gonna go ahead and announce our winner. Drum roll. Okay, so our winner for the KAL is Kansas Clicker. Kansas Klicker. If you are a Kansas Clicker, please get a hold of me. Congratulations to you. You are the winner of our May-June FO Knit Along, and I have a project bag for you. Oh, where is it? Right here. I'm going to be sending this to you. This is, let me put my tea down for a sec. This is graciously donated to us by Random Acts of Whoopsie. You can find her Etsy shop as Random Acts of Whoopsie. Let me see if I can focus on that for you through the bag. So yeah, this cute drawstring is being sent your way. And then I also have, as a special gift to you, some of my own stash yarn I'm going to send. And it's up here, so just give me one sec. Whoop. Ta-da! I am gifting you this glorious set of sock yarn that I got. This is a collectible item I purchased from the Grocery Girls at Christmas time. This was their special Christmas colorway. So you have a skein of yarn plus the little mini skein for your toes and cuffs or whichever you would like to use it for. And this Grocery Girls stitch marker, which is so adorable. And this was a one-of-a-kind yarn that was made just for them. Let's see if it has the color name on it. It's printed so tiny that I cannot even read it. It is, I want to say, Frosted Cranberry Glitter. So that's this little thing. And then the other one says Candy something graffiti. I don't know. So anyway, Cozy Posy made this for the Grocery Girls. It's only a one-time set deal. And you know what? I went crazy on Christmas sock yarn this last Christmas, and I bought so much that I couldn't even knit it all fast enough. And I'm already, as you can imagine, onto a bunch of other projects for socks and things that I love. And I wanted this to go to a good home, to somebody who would really love it and make some great socks out of it, or just whatever you want to make out of it. So yes, Kansas Clicker, get a hold of me and I will mail you this beautiful yarn and that project bag. And congratulations to you. And thank you so much, everyone who participated. Thank you for growing this community. That's really, that's really what this is all about, is just getting to know people in your community. As I said at the very beginning of starting this podcast, I just wanted it really to be a place for people to come and connect, to come and, like I say, having good people and good things stitched together, just one stitch at a time. And if I can bring you news in, the knitting world, the crochet world, what I'm doing, what I'm learning, and you guys can bring me news of what you're learning and doing, and we can share that together, then to me that makes a wonderful community and we all benefit. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just share, what I do, my craft and my passion with you. So thanks so much for being a part of this and watching it grow with me. It's just been super, super fabulous. We have over 800 subscribers now on our YouTube channel for the Knit Cafe. We had over 2,000 people that watched the last episode, and that blew me away. So you guys are fabulous, and thanks so much for all of the wonderful comments that you left me about the Novelli tee that I had knit furiously and fast to get up as a shop knit over at My Sister Knits. That was just a really fun piece, and thank you so much for your compliments of saying that it looked nice on me. Yes, I think I've discovered that honey gold is my new color. I really, really love it. So now I want to make more garments in that color. So yes, thank you so much. I'm going to move on, I guess, with what I have currently made, what I'm finishing. I'm just going to give you a couple of updates on that. And oh, and before I do that, we're going to talk about the next KAL. That's right. It's a good thing that I put my notes down before I started today, because it is a holiday weekend, right? And I'm trying to be mindful of everything and collect all of my thoughts, not forget anything. So okay, so our next KAL. Are you guys ready? So I spoke before about doing a penguono knit along, and a lot of you were busy and you had other projects going on, which I totally understand, because the penguono is kind of a big sweater. And I said, just be ready, get your stash ready, because we're gonna have it, we're gonna do it. So on my birthday, July 15th, I'm gonna open a thread for the penguono knit along. And not only that, but if you have been on Instagram lately or on Ravelry, you will have seen that Stephen West just released the Penguino sweater. Yes. So there's the Penguono for the adult. And now he has the cutest, most adorable Penguino for a baby or a toddler. So if you want to knit a sweater for somebody that's young in your life, friend, family, whatever, there's the Penguino also that you can choose from that will be a part of this knit along. And there's more, but wait, there's more. Because in the spirit of inclusion and diversity, and that's the whole reason that I really loved the thought of doing this knit along, and the reason that I brought it up in the first place, because when I knit my penguono, I was seeing all the beautiful yarns that I was marling together and holding together and blending one in and blending one out and using chunky and fingering and sport and learning how to combine all those different weights to make the right weight that I wanted, and how it affected the colors when you would blend them together. And it just was such a great learning experience for me. And it reminded me so much of inclusion and diversity, because of the way that the message of inclusion and diversity is that everyone should feel like they belong, and everyone does belong. Every color in the rainbow is special. And when you hold them together and you see them, the colors next to each other, and how they play against each other and complement each other, it's just a really beautiful picture of how we are stronger together. And it makes such a beautiful picture when we all get along and we're all unified, when we play with all the crayons in the crayon box, if you will. And so that's why I picked that sweater, and why I wanted to do a knit along for the penguono. So having said that, I know that the penguono might not be your style of sweater that you would like to have for yourself, and I get that. So what I'm going to add to this knit along is, if you would like to make a sweater that uses multiple colors, and I'm looking for, like, you know, a lot, like 5 colors or 6, you know, like a lot of rainbow colors, and you can do black as your background, and you can do color work with all different colors, self-striping or gradients, or a bunch of mini skeins of different colors, if you will. Anything like that that incorporates a lot of different color would be terrific. Or you could do a neutral with a lot of different colors mixed in. Anything that you have that you love, that is to you just a great picture of just a celebration of color, that's what I'm looking for in this KAL. The other thing, but wait, there's more. So also, as you know, and I spoke about my excitement for Rhinebeck and the fact that I get to go this fall, and I'm so excited. There is a Unity KAL going on that, if you know Gemma Darling's and Gemma Darling Daily podcast and also the Chelsea Yarn podcast, they are joining together with local yarn shops and yarn makers and designers to push out a message of unity. And they last year they all came together at Rhinebeck and they took a big picture of their Tecumseh sweaters together. And this year they just want to do a big unity KAL where you can just knit a cardigan, any cardigan, and even a whip is fine. If you just bring it to Rhinebeck, you'll be a part of the Unity KAL, or you post a picture of it on Instagram and you hashtag Unity KAL. I think it's Unity KAL 2019. I'll get that for sure and I'll put it in the link. But so if you can piggyback on the Unity KAL if you would like to, because the Penguono is also a cardigan. And or if you do a colorwork sweater with lots of color and you turn it into a cardigan or you steek it or something like that, which is I think is what I might do, you can also hashtag the Unity KAL and be a part of that KAL as well as be a part of this KAL, which is, I believe I'm just gonna call it the Inclusion and Diversity KAL. And I know that's a big mouthful because but that's what it's about. It's about inclusion and diversity. So, I mean, I could call it the Penguono KAL, but then that would leave out people who want to do colorwork sweaters, and it would leave out people who want to do penguinos. I would really love to see some Penguono sweaters out there. I think that over at My Sister Knits, we're going to do either a class or a knit along on the Penguono. And if you have any questions, if you've purchased the pattern and you get stuck, please reach out to me and I will gladly help you get through your pattern and your Penguono making. I just would really love to see some of those knit up in this KAL, and or just a multicolored sweater of your choice that you would love to make. So those are a lot of options for you guys, okay? And so that I'm casting a broad net and I'm saying come and join us for this KAL. This is the Inclusion and Diversity KAL, okay? Yes, we'll all learn how to spell it. We'll be very good spellers at the end of this KAL. So please be sure if you hashtag it right, because I would love to check those. If you hashtag it on Instagram and you share that you're starting and you're being a part of the Inclusion and Diversity KAL, I just love seeing those. And so I will announce it on July 15th on my birthday, the Inclusion and Diversity KAL, just the kickoff of it, and we'll run that to, I believe, the end of September, right up until Rhinebeck. And if you are, if you are a Etsy shop owner or a yarn dyer, designer, anything, if you are a maker and you would like to donate a prize to this knit along, I would really love it. Please get in touch with me. I would love to have like a first, second, and third prize winners, because we're gonna run it kind of long and I'd like to give out a couple of prizes. So I'm looking for some generous people who might want to have their products featured on this podcast and also be generous enough to gift something for the knit along for our winners. So please get in touch with me. Thank you so much. Okay. So I recently finished my Myrtle sweater and I posted some pictures out on Instagram. I finished my project notes on Ravelry, so you can see it on my Ravelry page. And it is over at My Sister Knits, hanging in the shop now, so people can take a look at it and admire how the Shibui Lunar yarn looks when it's knit up in that lace pattern. It's so soft and beautiful. Yeah, I love it. So I'm going to insert a little clip of that right now for you. Hi guys, I have my Myrtle sweater finally finished. So I just wanted to take a quick little video of me wearing this, because I'm going to be taking this up to the shop over at My Sister Knits, and you can see, I'm gonna try to get this a little focused better here, excuse me, because my little auto shot thing isn't connecting correctly for me via Bluetooth. There you go. So yeah, the sleeves blocked out nicely. As you can see, they grew. This sweater was only 14 inches long from the collar to the bottom when I had knit it. And then when I blocked it, it grew to 20 inches long. The sleeves were only like 12 inches long and they blocked out to 16 inches. Yeah, and you know, the neck shaping here is really nice because it prevents the sweater from bagging too much on you and just turning into a big floppy bag when you block it out. And it's a 3-needle bind off in this top seam here, so that gives it some structure up here in the shoulder. So it is a drop shoulder, but it's not gonna continue to grow and go forever. So the construction of it actually works pretty nice. And yeah, I just wanted to get it up close so you guys could see all the 1,000,001 stitches that went into this booger of a sweater. But I really like it. It's very like, let's go sailing kind of a sweater, you know what I mean? Like you can wear it on a boat. So, and I have it with my my high-waisted linen plaza pants on and just a little white camisole underneath. So yeah, that's it. That's my Myrtle sweater. Ta-da! Okay, I hope you enjoyed my silliness there with my with my Myrtle sweater. So yeah, I think it was a hot afternoon when I had it on. I finally blocked it. You know what, it took me like absolutely no time to block that sweater. I washed it, I pinned it out, and I put the fan on it because I was anxious to wear it, but I kid you not, it was probably only like a matter of 2 hours and that thing was completely dry and I was able to wear it and model it, which thankfully worked perfectly in my favor because the next day I ran up to the shop and brought it up there. So yeah. My sister knits is slowly turning into the Julie Knits FO shop. I have my Myrtle sweater there now. I have my Novelli tee there. They stole my so faded sweater. That's there now. And a couple of those crochet bags that I made. So we'll see what else I can get over at that shop. So anyway, that's just been a ton of fun for me making shop knits this year, and it's been driving my productivities, which has been really good for me. So yeah, so that was a lot of fun. It was a big undertaking, but I really enjoyed it. So that takes me to what I am currently making, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that I was so happy to finally get back to some of my other projects. You know how it is, right? When you have a big project and you just can't wait to get to that last bind off and you can just be like, phew, that thing is done. Yay, now I can cast on something else. Because you've been admiring your stash for so long and all these beautiful things that are just like, knit me, knit me, knit me. And I had all these yarns and projects and things that I felt like they were like my little babies that are chirping in the background going, knit me, knit me. So anyway, so it was just a really good feeling to be able to get to some of my other stuff. So let me show you. Okay, so I took a class last weekend. Do you see him? Oh, he's my little kitty Pom Pom. He's so cute. Okay, I know he's not the most realistic looking. He looks more like a Yoda because his ears are sticking out sideways. But I thought it was pretty good for my first kitty. you know, and I did a mixture of two different colored yarns to get his hair for a tabby cat. That's pretty dang smart of me, wasn't it? Okay. His nose is a little crooked, okay. But I tried to get the little heart shape and then his eyes. So yeah, this is making little critters, pom-poms, and Kimberly taught this class and it was so much fun. So you basically, you make a pom-pom, like a basic, on a pom-pom maker, and then how do I explain it? You put in the pom-pom, you put different sections for, like you put a white section in there, and I put a little pink in there for his nose, and then, and then you hold your fingers down or your thumb down and you wrap over the top of it, so you get these longer strands for the ears, and then when you pop it out and you cut it, the strands for the ears are longer than the regular pom-pom, and then you can basically just needle felt it down and turn it into the shape that you want. So this is just a pom-pom that has been jabbed a million times with a needle to felt him down. Poor guy. He's been jabbed with a needle a million times. And then I tried to do a little face embroidery and these whiskers for him anyway, my scruffy kitty. And then I made this little fat birdie pom-pom too. He kind of looks like a bird. Let's see if I can point his little beak a little better. Not, not precision, but cute enough. I thought he was really cute. Anyway, fun with pom-poms. Who knew you could do such things with pom-poms? And then I got back to my sock knitting. Oh my God, I'm so in love. Look at this. Look at these beautiful speckles. Look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna brag. So this is like I guess you would call it a hoe, an F-O. Let me see if I can put my hand so you can see some of the lace in there. Isn't that beautiful? So this is the Misty Mountains sock pattern by Yarnia Designs. And I love her podcast, you guys. Oops, my battery's running low, so I need to get this finished here. But yeah, I love her podcast. And look at this heel flap and gusset turn, would you? There's like no holes in that at all. I'm very proud of myself. The instructions for her heel flap and gusset are totally perfect. And I loved making this sock. And this is Hue Loco yarn, and it is her Flower Child colorway. Yeah, so I totally love this sock. And so that I would not get, sockitis, I went ahead and I cast on my second sock right away. So I'm hurrying along with this one so that I don't get to feeling like, oh, now I got another sock to do. But this pattern actually, as you start with this lace pattern, it is, after a repeat or two, you kind of get the hang of it, and you don't really have to look at the grid quite so much, because you kind of can anticipate what's going on with your lace pattern, and you just kind of keep going right along, and it becomes intuitive. Actually, it's not really that hard. And yeah, so I'm really excited about finally getting to these socks. I was just very, very anxious to get to play with this yarn again and get these socks done. I don't do too many socks for myself, so when I do finish a pair of socks, it is a big celebration for me. I really am more of I think I've said this to you before, I'm more of a sweater knitter. That's really kind of like my main jam, is always having a sweater or two on the needles. And occasionally a shawl, and occasionally a pair of socks, either for myself or someone else. And my husband is starting to get a little bit annoyed that I haven't made him any socks recently. So yes, I have a pair of socks that I need to make for him, and a vest. I have a vest that I want to make for him for Christmas, so. All right, Another thing that I'm working on is this beautiful shawl. This is the Golden Hour shawl by Andrea Mowry. And I love it. Look at those baubles in there. They look like little rosettes on that pink yarn. So this is all done mosaic. It's slip stitches. Mostly slip stitches, and then you have like this little open eyelet lace section that divides up all of the sections. And then you have baubles. And down here I'm getting ready to do another repeat of these like crosses. And then I'll have another section of the pink baubles, and then another open section on the bottom of the maroon color. And this yarn, let me see if I can hold it all up for you. But I'm knitting it in Farmer's Daughter fibers. And this is part of the Farmer's Daughter LYS knit along for this summer. And so I purchased these over at My Sister Knits right after it was Memorial Day, I think, when it started, and I think it goes till Labor Day. So I have a little time to finish it. But yeah, I'm really loving these colors. They're so pretty. This is Antler, this beigey color. And I will post these two colors in my project notes. I think one of them is, I want to say Cowgirl, and the other one, I can't remember. Anyway, I will get these posted, these in case you want to purchase these yarns. I'll get these in my project notes on Ravelry so you can look them up. So yeah, I am having a ton of fun with that. I am still working on my Emma sweater, and I think I showed you last time that I did get the body done. And so I just have to work on the pockets and the sleeves here, and I'll be done with this soon. So I'll have more on that to show you guys next time, hopefully. And what else am I working on? I think that's it for now that I wanted to show you. You guys gave me a lot of great suggestions and a lot of great comments from the last episode on my birds of a feather shawl and what to do with that dilemma. And thank you so much for all your great comments and suggestions. I would say you guys were pretty much split down the middle between either using the rust mohair or the, as somebody called it, the greige. I love that name. Now I'm going to use it, the greige mohair, because I couldn't decide if it was gray or beige. It was kind of a mixture of both, so just call it greige, which is kind of, that's what it is. It's greige, and so I think I'm going to go with the greige. I think the overall theme, if you will, or the intent of that is for it to have a subtle blending of color from the actual yarn, what am I trying to say? The merino, the sock fingering weight yarn that you use, and the mohair should kind of work together and blend and not be too far apart from each other, because it's more of a subtle, it should look more of a subtle, you know, sections of chevron, I guess you would call it, going through that shawl. So I'm gonna try that. And wouldn't you know it, so the yarn that I got is Mr. B's. In fact, it's behind me. Let me just get it and show you. So So it's Mr. B's yarn, these two, that inspired me to want to make it. And it's his Just Rust colorway, which I totally love. And he came out with Birds of a Feather sets this last week. And he had mohair for like every single one of his yarn colors except this one. I was like, dude, what's up? I have been waiting for the mohair for this to do the Birds of a Feather. It was such a tease. Oh my God. He had like every color, every color. I mean, and he didn't have anything for his Just Rust base. So I'm going to try the grayish and see how it goes, you guys. My only other thought was maybe doing more of a silvery blue tone to go with this, but I would just have to spend more money and spend more time looking, and yeah, all the time that we spend looking. So anyway, so that's in the works for to be on the needles next. And are you ready? I got this in the mail this week. Oh. Would you look at that? Look at those beautiful colors. Oh, this is Mustache Yarn. And this is their Vespa colorway. And I have been dying, just dying to get this yarn to make a pair of socks. So this is two skeins together. This is, you know, they're wrapped together here, but this comes apart into two separate skeins basically of yarn. And so they, you know, if you wind it correctly and you cast on correctly, you will have two socks that are identical and match. And how they do that, I don't even want to know the magic juju that they have to do that, but I'm really loving it. So yeah, but the only thing is now I'm really in love with Hannah's sock pattern from Yarnia Designs. I really love toe-up socks now. And I have to say, I think that might be one of my first toe-up sock patterns that I've done. Most of my socks I've always knit from the cuff down. And so like I know I can get the smooth operator sock pattern for this. I could do a fish lips kiss heel or a cut-in heel. But doing self-striping yarn toe up, I haven't seen that. So if you guys know of a good self-striping toe up sock, that would be great. Hannah, if you're watching by any chance, I don't think you're watching, but I would like to know how you do self-striping socks toe up. So cause her sock pattern, you start from the toe and you go all the way from the toe up to the cuff, and you don't have to cut your yarn once. It is one seamless thing from start to finish. No holes, no, you know, trying to get ends woven in and tightening up things around that ankle joint. No, it's just all one seamless, beautiful pattern. And I love it. I absolutely love it now. And I just want to do all my socks like that. So yeah, so if you guys are like me and you struggle with that, just, you know, the whole cuff down thing and, you know, having to cut in a heel and having those extra ends and picking up extra stitches so that, you know, you don't have those holes, and winding or, you know, threading your yarn in there just right, and all of that is just an extra bit of hassle that I kind of like, I don't want to have to deal with anymore, because I just really loved that toe up construction that Hannah had in her socks. So if it's possible, if you guys know, please let me know. I am a growing learner of socks right now. I'm fascinated. So yes. And if I can't find a sock pattern that I can do toe up with self-striping, I mean, I guess I could do the smooth operator pattern, which is still a great pattern, don't get me wrong. Or I could use this as part of my colorwork sweater for our KAL that's coming up. And have you guys seen the sock arms sweater? Oh my goodness. It's really cool. It's really cool. So you basically, you knit 2 tubes, you know, because you have the matching skeins and you have self-striping arm sleeves that you attach to a sweater body, basically. I think it's like a raglan sweater body that you hold the stitches for the sleeves and you know, join in the round at the underarm and you knit straight down, and then you come back and you pick up stitches and you knit your arm. So that's the sock arm sweater. If you haven't seen it, that would be another great idea to do with these. So anyway, lots and lots and lots of cool ideas there. Let's see, what next? So I talked to you about my Pom Poms and all of my whips. I have one last thing that was gifted to me I want to show you guys. This, I took a class over at My Sister Knits a couple of weeks ago, and a gal from Green Mountain Spinnery came to visit, and she taught us a really unique method of how to seam up sides of your sweater, like dealing with sweater seams if you're knitting a sweater in panels. And she had a really unusual and different way to do seams. It's not the mattress seam, but she had this laddering effect that she did that was really cool. So anyway, and I had no idea there was a drawing for a prize that day because it was part of the My Sister Knits 15th anniversary, and lo and behold, I won the grand prize. I know, I was completely stunned because I never win anything, and I was like, oh, you guys don't have to give me anything. I donate stuff gladly. Donate my time. I don't need anything in return. And I said, no, it's like, you won, take it, be happy. So I was like, well, okay, I will then. So I got this beautiful yarn. She gave me 6 skeins of this. This is from, oh, there we go. Look at that focus. Black, I want to get it right, Black Sheep Hill Farm. And this is their black sheep wool. Look at all that farm veg still stuck in there. I mean, this is really rustic wool. And it's like, I want to say like a sport to almost DK weight. But I was so excited. So yeah, Green Mountain Spinnery gifted this to me from Black Sheep Hill Farm. And I can't wait to make a beautiful sweater out of this. I was thinking this would be a great cabled jacket or cardigan for the fall. Yeah, are you digging that? I think it would be gorgeous. And I could maybe put some color work or something in it with another rustic yarn. I could like get a light tan or a grayish or something, another grayish, and wear it with my birds of feather grayish shawl. No, but it's really rustic. I just love it. So yes, I'm really, really just thrilled to have this. This is just the real deal. This is the real deal, you guys. It's wonderful. So I can't wait to make a beautiful jacket out of this. And what else do I have to show you? I think that's it for today. I'm gonna cut short just in spirit of it being a holiday. I do have some mindful things that I want to share with you guys, but I am in the midst of putting some lessons together for a mindful workshop that I'm having in July at My Sister Knits. And I'm also going to be doing some mindful coaching at my day job. So I have a lot of lessons to prepare and get back to right now. So I will come back to you with more mindfulness next time. And I I hope that you guys are getting some time to practice some mindfulness. I'm starting to do some Saturday morning live podcasts and just taking like 20 minutes on a Saturday morning to meet you guys live and guide you through a little bit of meditation just to start off your weekend right. So if you would like to join me for that, I'm going to start doing those at 8 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time every Saturday morning. And we'll see how it goes. If you join and you happen to catch me live, that's great. If not, I think the live videos, they stay on your channel for 24 hours or so. So you guys can catch it later in the day or whenever it's convenient for you. So more to come on that topic for you guys. And other than that, I am going to sign off for today and say thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to talking to you guys again. And hopefully the next time I see you guys, it'll be around the 15th of July or thereabouts. And we'll talk about starting our next KAL and other things, other fun things in the knitting world in our community that are going on. So take care and big hugs, lots of love to all of you, and bye.